Yo, this is it on the place, Grandia II. We're continuing here on the Grail Mountain in search for Ryudo's lost brother Melfice, who is here. He has confirmed it himself, and he waits us at the Plateau of Memories. I've been doing a lot of leveling. As you can see, my characters has gained quite a lot of stats. They were about 30, 31 before, and now they are all level 36. I've been doing a lot of leveling, spent a lot of time doing that. And also you can see I've been getting up some stats as well, because if you check my moves, you check here, a lot of gains in moves. I even maxed out cold, because I found out that cold is actually not a bad thing after all. Because even though it says drop movement with soul chilling cold, it actually drops action. Same as freeze drops action, with bone chilling cold, it actually drops movement. So cold is great because it drops the act, which means they'll be slower on the IP bar. And if you get them speedy from, let's say, Elena, which ups not movement ability but action ability, then it suddenly you can really take out a lot of enemies. So that will be a good thing to have. So that's something I'll be focusing on here. I also learned Crackling, which is really sick ice ability. A lot of other cool abilities here. Quake as well. There are a little more of things that are better for fighting in regular enemies, at least. As long as you have a save point nearby. Even Marek has learned some abilities like Baboom and Quake. And Tio is still very strong, now has Dragon Zap, one of the better lightning abilities in the game. So I will be doing some heavy damage, we'll see about that. Also maxed out Cold on her as well. I even upped up a lot of skill equipment, such as you can see here. Even maxed out some of the things here for people, which is I think is really important. And if you check on the power-ups, you see here, maxed out 10-second slash. I don't want to be focused much on purple lightning because it wasn't as good as I thought it was, so flying 10 skin will be the next thing here. This one is really good damage, but it's just a lot of SP worth, and it's rather when you're focusing on something else. Impact Bomb is good for cancel effects. For Marek, of course, Beast King Smash, Beast King Cut, but about the same. Lion's Roar is a bit not that good anymore. Beast King Blast is a bit so and so. For Tio, of course, these two are really good. And let's get ready on. So when you're ready, save, recover, and move on to Grail Mountain 3. The Shrine Square. There's a lot of enemies here. If you go up to the front, then never thought I'd see this place again. The place where my nightmares began. Let's do this quickly. Let's do it quickly, right indeed. Let's go inside a square and meet with Melfice. Wherever he could be. This must be it. Here's where it began. This, a Seal of Granas. There's still much I don't understand. Another thing I do know is that Melfice wanted the power of Valmar so desperately he killed Arena to get it. I cannot believe that someone will murder a loved one for power. Yeah, I would say it's so too. But that's really what happened though. Melfice went mad with power. He killed his fiancée Rina. Didn't really seem to knock about it. Then again, we have to remember that this is not the Melfice that Ryudo remembers. This is not the Melfice that he wants to know. This is the new Melfice, which is basically controlled by Valmar. Even so, Melania said that in Siren Kingdom, it's basically Melfice who was being controlled by the powers to be. Dwelling upon fond remembrance, brother. There is. No words, no escape for you! Ah, Ryudo. As always, a sad little boy with little to say. I know you too well. I know your every weakness. Come, brother. Wait! And off he goes. You know what to do. There's only one thing we can do. Chase after him and beat the living hell out of Melfice. This ends right now. We go to Grail Mountain Road 3. And yeah, it's actually a mountain with enemies again. So, some more battles incoming. I want to show you some new abilities, guys. Let's show it off. With these trees. They're a bit annoying because their apple hurl hurts, but they're weak to fire. Because of my new abilities that I've learned on some of my characters, such as Dragon Sap. It's pretty cool. Show it off. For Merrick, let's show off the Baboom. One of the most powerful abilities in the game, actually. You have something that can provide power with it. Dragon Sap.
Voltage 570.
Holy crap. Yeah, no need for Baboom there.
You picked on the wrong people.
Yeah, you pick on the wrong people there. You don't pick with Tio and her lightning power. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to level up her, go to the Book of Wizards, Sapphire Chant. That's one of the reasons why it does a lot of damage, because I also have Intelligence on her, and then I have this one. That makes Dragon Sap just so damn deadly. These birds, they're annoying! These birds are of earth power, so they're really resistant to earth, which makes them weak to wind. We always see in Tornado. I really want to see Tornado. Actually, let's just skip that. Because we want to see another ability here. We have different abilities to show. We have Quake and Baboom. Let's show Baboom first. And Elena, you have now learned amazing Crackling. Let's give you the Crackling as well. First, this enemy's gonna use Tremor on us. Mary. That damage is alright, I guess. Not that bad, but not that amazing either compared to the health level we have right now. I really don't know anything else new on Ryudo, so I'm just making an attack. Yeah. Defense loss on everyone. They like to do that. These birds are annoying. Tremor again, which is going to be on this time, on the lean, I think. Yeah. It's gonna get a bit knocked. IP damage is pretty annoying. I guess we'll have Merrick Baboom first. Here we go.
Let those who war with life forfeit their own.
Wow. Nuclear blast. Pretty damaging though.
Nothing
I mean, think about
my blade.
Tio using Baboom with Fire Explosion gain and the Magic gain. Yeah, then we're talking a lot of damage. That's still good though. Fair Ribbon, we gained that. We also have ourselves a Grail Fruit. Grail Fruit is really nice here. Restore MP, 50 MP, so if you use a lot of magic power and you run out of magic power, give people the Grail Fruit and it's gonna be a lot better. Still have some more abilities to show, so I'll show off against this battle too. We have some of these snakes, or pit viper as they're called. Let's show off the Quake ability. We don't have enough MP because the low MP on Merrick, so almost took all our MP with a single Baboom, but it was a really good damage to us, so I have to give him that. Just have him attack them. Yeah, he has the earth-based weapon, and these snakes are weak to earth. Since they're weak to earth, let's give them earth. Oh! Does everyone else defend? So we can go Quake!
Please release your fury, O Earth!
Yeah, that damage is great. Again, because they're weak to earth, that's one of the reasons.
Gotta work even harder!
So you see that you should probably power level one of your eggs to get these super amazing abilities such as Dragon Zap, Quake and Baboom and Tornado and Hellburner, because they do so much damage. It's just a really nice thing to have and you become really, really damn strong. Now comes for the battle with Melfice. It's easily one of the hardest battles in this game. It's really tough because Melfice does a lot of damage and he has both his sword and his regenerator doing a lot of stuff for him. Regenerator is basically his stat boosting thing you don't really need to worry much about. You can probably survive without that. But the sword is dangerous. Sword does a lot of moves, abilities, and then his own self doing a lot of abilities itself. So it's just a sad thing they won't be using Millennia here, because if you had Millennia you could probably use the Spellbinding Eye, and Melfice battle would be so much easier. But that's fine. Lena's here, and Elena will be our healer here, so we'll have Ryudo focus more on defensive stuff instead. Let's see. Accessories. I'll probably stick with this one, plus 5 act, but I probably would rather use Bond to Trust instead. It does the same thing, but Bond to Trust as well has the bonus that if you use it as an item, which luckily has limited charges, you can raise his IP. That means that let's say you are far away on the IP bar, and then someone uses this on you, you get a big movement in the IP bar. Might maybe get to make a turn. So if you have one guy that's just super powerful, boosting, just let her once use Bonds of Trust on that guy, and that guy can just basically keep on fighting all the time. It's pretty cool. But I think that one trust is a bit... Nah, I don't really like that tactic. I rather want to boost acts instead, so people can have that movement permanently all the time. From Lena, I want to boost her defense, because she's low defense. I don't want her to get gimped by Melfice. So up defense is kind of important here, I think. Marek is more physical, so giving him the talisman I think is good here. The rest is fine. And for her, Tio, Melfice sometimes does attacks that blocks movement magic. You don't want that to happen, so just have someone not being blocked is probably, I would say, kind of critical. So I will have that on Tio. She also has evasion boosts, which is pretty good. Let's see, we still have some we can learn more about. Let's see, power up some stuff maybe. Let's see, nothing more we can do here. What about eggs? Let's see. What should we boost up here? We already have all healer maxed out, that's really important. Speed is maxed out too. The rest is not really that super important, I guess. More that she'll be using most all healer and speedy. Speedy when she's have nothing to heal, and all healer when she actually has to heal. I guess you probably should go healer. I don't think healer plus is needed right now, because I can probably give a healer plus, but healer plus is not really important now because it just overheals so much. So I think a single healer will be good. All healer is probably healer plus is probably better when you get to the end, really end game. Tio, my master mage. Dragon Zap does a lot of damage. The problem is that in this battle, Melfice takes normal damage from physical attacks and magic attacks. The regenerator is almost immune to magical attacks, but it takes a lot of physical attacks. And the sword is immune to normal attacks and moves, but takes a lot of magic damage. So you want to give a lot of magic damage to that variability. I think Burn Strike is the best here. It's good single target damage. Drain Zap is also good, but it costs almost 3 times the amount of mana points. I don't think it's worth it. Mistake I'm not really using at the moment. Gravity Egg for Mr. Marek. Again, he's probably going to be doing physical attacks. I don't think it's going to be worth using it on him. Stram could probably work too, but I think I'd rather have him attack. Actually, I'll just give a healer, so in case we need to heal with more people. We have some special coins we probably want to use on. Life up, toughness. I think agility on the big man is important because he's not very good now, and now he has a lot of agility, which makes him really fast in the act level. I think that's going to be the key here. So once you're ready, just recover and save your game. I did kind of promise we're going to go for Melfice this episode, and I kind of did do that, but we're not going to battle Melfice this episode. We're going to do that next episode. And next episode, it's going to be the battle between brothers. Next episode, it's going to be a big boss battle. It's going to be Team Ryudo versus Melfice, aka the Horns of Valmar. There's no escaping now Melfice. He also wants this himself. He wants us to beat him. He wants us to kill him. Next episode, he will go down, and we're going to recover another part of Valmar, but this time without Millennia. Interesting. We'll see, though. It's going to be a tough battle for sure. It's a bit short episode, this one, but this is just a little build-up for the brother versus brother battle. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook, and that's it for now, so I'll see you guys next time as my story of Gurandia II continues.